Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
Everything that has happened in the digging of what went on with the Ethereum ICO and the Ethereum free pass was all started. The spark, really, if you had to go back, the spark was this tweet by Vitalik Buterin, where he was showing he had a problem with some of the things that Ripple was bringing up and trying to defend themselves in the lawsuit, as I recall. So he says, looks like Ripple XRP team is sinking to new levels of strangeness. They're claiming that their shitcoin should not be called a security for public policy reasons, namely because Bitcoin and Ethereum are Chinese controlled. And I said, life can be altered in moments of decision. This tweet was a bad decision, and I do stand by that. Now, Dark Defender has put this out. Hi there. As most of you know, I'm sharing the coffee cup pattern for a long term. By the way, you guys know I'm no chart guy, but I like showing stuff by people that do know this stuff, and we hadn't heard from him in a little while. There's two variations in literature, cup with handle, cup without handle. If XRP completes the cup and handle pattern with the same performance as Ethereum did, she'll reach $8.50. Well, I hope the Dark Defender is correct. Zero Hedge put this out today. EU officials looking at suspending Russia's IMF voting rights access to the SDR currency, sources say. Man, this thing's getting wild. Then Brian Armstrong kind of weighed in on what Brad Garlinghouse has been talking about. We've been seeing some questions, discussion around whether crypto can be used to avoid sanctions. A few thoughts. Every U.S. company has to follow the law. It doesn't matter if your company handles dollars, crypto, gold, real estate, or even non-financial assets. Sanctions laws apply to all U.S. people and businesses. So it would be a mistake to think crypto businesses like Coinbase won't follow the law. Of course we will. This is why we screen people who sign up for our service against global watch lists and block transactions from IP addresses that might belong to sanctioned individuals or entities, just like any other regulated financial services business. And then he goes on, but you get the gist of it. Okay, now, from Gold Telegraph, breaking news: the Moscow branch of a Chinese state bank has seen a surge in inquiries from Russian firms wanting to open new accounts. Things continue to move very quickly, pay attention. So, looks like these guys are being sanctioned, all the anything Russian related, so they're going to the Chinese bank. They know that they're not under sanctions of any sort, and so they're wanting to do business with them. Tell you what, the sooner this is over, the better. So earlier I had tweeted out this, where Consensus founders accused of $39 million fraud involving JP Morgan, and then John Deaton had put out, he said, Gary Gensler, how about you go after your buddy Jamie Dimon and JP Morgan, considering it is the very definition of a criminal enterprise. Oh wait, you'd rather protect us from collecting 4 to 9% interest payments on our crypto. Exactly. More absurdity, more ridiculousness coming out of the SEC. John Deaton is telling the truth. Now, speaking of truth, now folks, I've told you from day one, and let's do a little reminder here. Charles Hoskinson, for those of you that don't know, he's the creator of Cardano. But Charles Hoskinson was one of the founders of Ethereum. He was there from the very beginning. He's also one of the only people, I think maybe the only person, who turned down the Ethereum tokens. He had a disagreement with the way Vitalik Buterin wanted to do things, which is the way it ended up being done. He turned down his Ethereum tokens, is the way I've heard it, okay? Because he smelled trouble, folks. This guy is a smart guy. He smelled trouble, and he has not commented on any of this stuff we've been putting out about what we found out about Ethereum until today. And today, he saw that article, okay? And the article said, just want to point out that the article is the one where Consensus lawsuit reveals JP Morgan owns critical Ethereum infrastructure. He says, just want to point out that JP Morgan does not own any critical infrastructure. You know what this tells me, folks? Because he's been politically correct on this thing, hasn't said anything. But when I see this is Charles Hoskinson, and he's probably been carrying years and years knowing that he did the right thing and that he was right when he told those guys, don't do what you're doing. And he walked away, folks. They kicked him out, and he walked away, and he didn't accept the Ethereum. He did the right thing. He was the only guy that I know of that walked out of there and did the right thing. And all these years, he's been attacked by all these Ethereum people, and now he did his mic drop moment, and he sat back and waited and watched what we were all finding, and then he comes out and he says, you know what? F you guys. JP Morgan was behind this the whole time, and you guys didn't think you were going to get busted, and you were a bunch of an arrogant you-know-whats, and here you go. That's what I see when I see that. Now, I retweeted his tweet, and I said, I guess they meant that Ethereum is decentralized amongst the JP Morgan branches. You couldn't make this stuff up if you tried, folks. Mark Phillips had sent this to me. I'm not going to play it because I got a copyright strike last time I showed it. I showed the Gary Gensler, Jon Stewart interview, and now Jon Stewart is having our favorite. He's the official favorite SEC commissioner in the history of SEC commissioners of the Digital Asset Investor channel, and that is our old buddy, Robert Jackson. Robert Jackson came to the forefront a few months back when I discovered several Robert Jackson clips, one of which where he's talking to Stuart Alderati and singing the praises of Ripple. It's the most bizarre set of videos ever. I highly recommend you type in at Digital Asset Buy, which is my Twitter handle, and then type in Robert Jackson. It's some of the greatest SEC clips ever. But I'm sure he's a nice guy, but he really did screw up with some of the things he said. Okay, now, someone found, I guess Digital Perspectives found this old Jake Chervinsky tweet where he's criticizing John Deaton. He says, my comment was directed to the idea of suing a federal agency with sovereign immunity and to the writ filed in January, which I thought was not well done. But I was disrespectful to a fellow member of the bar and dismissive of John's and others' valid concerns. For that, I am sorry. Well, this Jake Chervinsky guy has been one arrogant you-know-what on Twitter about a lot of things, but my main beef with this guy, he might be the nicest guy in the world, but my main beef continues to be that these people with these crypto, that are part of these crypto industry groups like Blockchain Association, Chamber of Digital Commerce, they defend Bitcoin and Ethereum all the time, but I've never heard them vigorously defend Ripple in this whole lawsuit or offer to help John Deaton in any kind of way. And until they do, they are not crypto industry trade groups. They are Bitcoin and Ethereum industry trade groups, and we will continue to call them out, just like we have Ethereum, okay? And Digital Perspectives makes a great point here. John Deaton, other than public ridicule commenting how poorly done your legal work is, have any of these people offered an ounce of assistance? May be time to publicly audit these associations that claim they represent the entire space. And here's another idea. Maybe Jason Foster from Empower can file a Freedom of Information Act request to see if there was any communication between the Blockchain Association or the Chamber of Digital Commerce between them and Bill Hinman during the Ethereum Free Pass speech and timeline and all of that. Because if there's anything found in there that leads people to believe that these people were doing the same thing and working on behalf only of Ethereum and Bitcoin at the expense of all the rest of crypto, that's a red flag. That's red flag city, I would think. Okay, now finally I was going to show you this. I don't know if I have. Oh yeah, I do have one of the Perseverance. I saw this quote today and I just thought it was great.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.